Everybody is kung flu fighting. Coronavirus is fast as lightning. Although the future is a little bit frightening. Hey, hello everybody. It's Father Richie. Before I get started, let me put these two records away though. I got this one over here. I think this one, yeah, that goes there. Okay. There's a thread going around. Show 5 songs, or talk about 5 songs that are under 2 minutes, in under 2 minutes, something like that. Vinyl 8 Low, I think she started this, and I've seen other people do it. So I thought I would do for me it's going to be easy. And I thought, you know what? I'll make it a whack-a-mole, you know? Here we go. Let's see what this is. Okay, yeah. Look at that. The Dwarfs. Horror Stories on Cox Records. Every song in here is under 2 minutes. Let's see what the right hand can bring out. Oh, look, we got something here. Oh, yeah, look at that, man. Adrenaline OD, Let's Barbecue. Again, every song in here is under 2 minutes. That was easy. Okay. On with the records. We got some 60s, we got some Detroit Rock City, and we got some French stuff. There's a dude making videos, Martin Jones. I've left a link a few times to his channel. A few people have subbed, but I don't think a lot. Your loss. But he showed this, the Stools, maybe more than a month ago. And I think it was the very next week. Dead Wax 66 showed it and played it in his live stream, you know, and I thought, well, it was on my radar. Well, then after that, I believe, Martin Jones went and saw this band. And he shot a video. And you could tell right away, wow, these songs are very well written songs. Sloppy, 80s, late 70s, early 80s, punk rock. And I said, you know what, this is for me, man. Their stage presence, but the songs, you could just tell. And it's brought to you by Third Man Records. And yeah, really good shit. Bought it on Bandcamp. I'm sure it's still available. The next one is one I even like better. And it's the Pathetx. Now, Martin Jones did another video, probably the last band he got to see live. I think it's one of them, before everything got shut down. And it was this band, the Pathetx, and the singer at the beginning goes, yeah, this is our first gig in 39 years. And I thought he was joking, but apparently he wasn't. They reformed for this gig, this record release party for this record here. Apparently this band was out like in Detroit, 1980, 81, punk band. They recorded this material here for an album, but it never got released. Jack White released it, and it's entitled 1981. And this is fantastic, dude. This is the kind of stuff I love about, I wouldn't say the vinyl community, but just the whole vinyl record scene right now. A lot of stuff's getting released that never saw the light of day before, you know? And Jack White's, even though he can be a dick, he's releasing some cool stuff. He released those Paramount box sets that are like $650 for both of them. This is a little more up my sleeve in my price range, but yeah, this is the inner sleeve. Got some flyers with the Pathetx. And that's the label looks like. It looks like a tape. Pathetx Master. Yeah. And the third one, it's one I've shown already, but I haven't shown in a vinyl finds thread. It's Mutations from the Motor City. It's all current bands. I think the singer from Detroit 442 put this all together. It's on 442 Music. This is available also on Bandcamp. The first two songs, Timmy's Organism and Detroit 442, the vocals on those two songs are just so friggin' manic. It's fantastic. And it's got this little, just a little ad, I guess. But yeah, those two songs are great. None of the other songs are as good as that, but none of them are bad. But yeah, this is great. Really, I showed this in my comp video I just recently did, and it comes with this insert, little pictures of all the bands, and apparently Timmy's Organism, that band's been around for a long time. I looked them up, and man, they have a lot of releases. And this one I'll show the vinyl. The label. That label is not that cool. This side's pretty plain with a finger, a bird. Pink vinyl though. Or vinyl. Now, those are my 3 Detroit rock. Now I got some 60s Psych stuff. This is Grateful Dead's 3rd album. Fantastic stuff on here, man. I have this on CD, like an expanded version of the CD. I saw this very clean copy, and I had to pick it up. I don't know what press this is. I didn't look. It's an early press, though, for sure. And fantastic album, man. It's not as whacked out psychedelic as Anthem from the Sun, but it is psych leanings, kind of like that California, San Francisco. And this is the inner sleeve. And what's cool about the inner sleeve, man, we got Bill Cosby and some other bands, but we got Don Rickles. Hello, Dummy. You know, that's what we need, man. We need some Don Rickles. And I don't know if this is a 70s or what. Could be a 70s, huh? But looking at I don't know. But looking at these pictures, these records, it's all 60s stuff. Yeah, it's all 60s. But yeah, Don Rickles, dude. Check him out, man. Check out some of YouTube clips of him. He's fantastic. There isn't a person he won't criticize. It might not be politically correct. I guess if it was politically correct, he wouldn't do it. Next one is Jefferson Airplane, After Bathing at Baxter's. Their 3rd studio album. The 2nd with Grace Slick. I have this. My one is a little beat, the cover. So I thought, you know what? There's this upgrade copy here. I'm going to pick it up. Has the original sleeve. It is a later version, though. The label is definitely different than the one I have. But I thought, this is going to be an upgrade version. But it turns out my one, though the record has some ring wear, the actual record is a very good plus condition. So I don't know if I'll keep this one. I mean, I'll keep it. What the hell who am I kidding, Probably the one I'm most jazzed about is this. The West Coast Pop Art Experimental Band. I mean, what a name, And they wonder why they never made it big. LA band. This is part 1. It's actually their 2nd album. I think Volume 1 was their 1st album. Reprise record. Picked them up, and this is their 1st record on Reprise. It's kind of eerie, man. Some of these songs, the sound, Others are kind of poppy, psych. It's got a version of Help, I'm a Rock. The Mothers of Invention song. And it's not that it's bad, but I'm familiar with the Mothers of Invention one version of it, and it's much better. they don't, I mean, why would you pick that song to do a cover of, you know? But it's okay. But yeah, I'm happy to have this. It's my second one of them I have. I have part 3, which I think is their best album that I've heard. And it's got the original inner sleeve, and it's on the 3-tone steamboat, they call it. And my last Psych one is my first record on Mainstream Records. Now my goal this year, like I said, goals. But I told Psychedelic I was planning on getting 6 records on Mainstream Records. I didn't have any, and I wanted to get at least one every couple of months. This is my first one, and it's likely going to be my last unless I get some of them on reissues, because they're one I go, you know, I want to get The Growing Concern. That record, it's $200 or whatever, you know, whatever. And they have represses of it for $20. I'll take my chance on the repress. But anyways, the one I got here is a Superfine Dandelion. I got this for a lot less than $200, a lot less than $100. And it's fantastic. Well, look at these two guys, first of all. Dang, if I ran across those guys, I would keep my distance, because my tweaker radar would be going off. Jeepers, look at this guy. But yeah, the first song, People in the Street, it's a good psychedelic song with really good guitars. The second one, it's still psychedelic, but not quite as much. And then they get into like more of a 60s pop kind of stuff, you know? Which is cool. It's not bad. But the first song on side 2, Janie's Tomb, he's singing about, you know, he doesn't understand why she doesn't love him or want him and whatever. And by the end of the song, you know, you find out that Janie's dead upstairs in his bedroom. It's pretty creepy, you know. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this dude here wrote that song, you know. And I noticed there's some drawing here, really primitive drawing. I have not looked to see if that somebody did that or if that's part of the album cover, but that's pretty weird. It looks like it's part of the album cover, but it looks like that some kid would draw that, you know. Why would you put that on your album? And it's on Mainstream Records, my very first Mainstream Records. Now this last band I'm going to feature here, it's a French band, and it's Coupe Gorge. I call them Coupe Gorge. That's not how you pronounce it. That's how a dumb American would pronounce it. I love this album. In fact, I did a 2019, best of 2019 video, and this was going to be my #1 record of the year, and I was going to have No Love was going to be my second. Well, it turns out this came out in 2018, so this didn't make the list. And No Love became my #1 album. But yeah, this is fantastic. Dual guitars, just blazing shit. So I looked, you know, I follow them now on Bandcamp. And I looked, and they had a demo tape that came out 5 years ago, I guess. And they had a split 7-inch. They're both sold out. But upon checking, I check once in a while, I saw these test pressing on Contra Records. They said, you know, this record could may be available on this website. And you go to Contra Records, and they had, I don't know, I think there was 20 of this, the split, and I got 1 of 20. I mean, did everybody get 1 of 20? I don't know, maybe. I was the first one that ordered it online. But yeah, they're test pressings. And it's side A. And this side's blank. And they're selling these. All the money for the sale of these goes to charity. So that's, that's cool. But yeah, I wanted these, And I got their first demo tape that I guess they did release on a 7-inch at some point. And it looks like only 5 of these might be. And yeah, I don't know. Because right here it says 5 pieces. I don't know what that means. I could be wrong. Maybe there's 20 of these too. Who knows? And it's the same thing. Side A, and it's blank. So I was happy to get those. But before because I had to order those from Europe. But before those arrived, I was on their band camp. And they had 6 of their split, which I have the test pressing of. 6 of these popped up. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to order them. There's only 6 of them. I guess this Contra Records ran across 6 in their warehouse or whatever. That happens sometimes. So I ordered the original press. Very cool. I think there's 500 of those. And they gave me some stickers. That's pretty gruesome. I guess the name means cutthroat. And that was the cover of the original cassette. So that's it. My vinyl find. My next video is going to be at Vinyl Finds, because Record Store Day got postponed to June 20th. I'm going to be moving in June 20th, so I don't think I'm going to do Record Store Day this year. I was thinking of not doing it anyway, so I put some money aside for it, and I shot my wad and blew that money on 3 albums that are on my want list. I don't know if I would call them grails. 2, I think, certainly are. In fact, all 3 of them. There were big wants on my list. And that's it. So my next video might be another Vinyl Finds, which is surprising. It's been a month since I've done one of these. But who knows? I might do a Jefferson Airplane. I might do a Beatles collection, Me, Mr. Mayo might even watch that one.